Okay, as promised, this is the setup video.
All right, I guess we could start with the PC itself. Check out that wallpaper though. Sheesh. Samurai doggle. The PC case, Corsair 540 Air, I believe. So you'll see in this video how many Corsair products I have, Corsair and Elgato. So they're just great, you know. Shout out to them because they have good products. I love all that stuff. This is it. It might be a little dusty. It's probably a little dusty. That's what I have. I will list everything that is in this build in the description. I think from the top of my head, that is an Aorus X570 motherboard. Graphics card is an MSI 2060, I believe. I have a Ryzen 7, 32 gigs of RAM, Corsair Vengeance Pro. I have my main storage. Actually, that is not my main storage. That is game storage. I think that's like 3 terabytes, 4 terabytes for storage on games. Couple SSDs inside. I believe it's like 3 SSDs inside it. One for the PC, maybe 250 gigs. I have one that's for like extra stuff that's just for computers, like I don't know, extra programs, things like that. Maybe some videos, which I do have a ton of because I tend to record my streams, but I don't actually like upload it. I just kind of have them. And I think that's like 2 terabytes SSD, and then or something like that. And then M.2. I remember installing that last year, so that's what I have. Underneath the graphics card, I have a 4K 60 Pro Mark II from Elgato. My capture card is what I use to, well, capture my gameplay. Either PS5 gameplay, or it's kind of blurry. Yeah, or if I want to capture from the Xbox or the Switch, if I ever get my Switch back from my brother. I do have the Xbox One X and PS4 Slim, but those are in the living room, so whenever I want to play games there, I'll just play them over there. All right, on to the PC peripherals. I already talked about the capture card, my graphics card, all that stuff, but I'm not going to show you like what I use for streaming, like Stream Deck, Go XLR, my webcam, things like that, you know. All right, I guess I'll just start with the keyboard. It's already here. It is the Corsair K70 Mark II. I used to have the first one, and then I bought, I think, the K95, and it had like switches right here on the side that work with like Stream Deck, but for some reason it was, you could only use either or, which made no sense. So I ended up just switching back to this one. I returned the other one and I bought this, and it's actually pretty good. And it was a lot better because I actually like it a lot more. Damn, it's dusty. All right, the mouse, I think is a Glaive. Glaive, whatever it is. I had it for a few years. I mean, not huge on keyboard and mouse, but that's what I have. The mouse pad, I think it's like M3000, something like that. I don't know. It's whatever I found at Best Buy. It's enough for like my keyboard and my mouse whenever I want to do that. Other than that, that's what I use. Webcam. I have a simple webcam. I believe it's the Logitech C922. That's what I use. On a multi-mount, and that's it. My 2 lights, I have the key light Air, which I got recently, and then the regular key light. If it focuses, there you go, key light. Originally I had this facing like right there, and it would bounce off the wall. And obviously I use this because my walls are gray, so it was very hard to get light. So I used this and it worked. But I decided to just have it pointed straight at me. I think it works fine. I think that's it for that. Like I mentioned, Stream Deck, right? Stream Deck, XLR Mini. Unless you want like the voice changer and all that stuff, the Mini works great. That's my only Razer product, by the way. This right here, the Bungee, mouse Bungee, whatever it's called. Boba Fett. I am Boba Fett. This was my controller. It's what I use to play on PC. Right? All my other ones are for like consoles. This is what I use for PC. It's a phone holder. So I could set like my old phone. Like that. Oh, it's very ugly. Needs to be clean. And I just propped this thing on top. Because why not? It holds it just fine. Kinda. Back there, gunner glasses. Right? Don't use them. They're just there. Dragon Balls, which is actually a set of Dragon Balls. Shenron Arise. I had them in a bag, but they don't really fit anymore. Hard drives for whenever I want to, like, I don't know, edit. I use that one, the orange one. Old phone. This is like a riser. I use it so I can like block all the cables, but I mean you can still kind of see the cables. So whatever. Plus it kind of gives me extra storage. Right there, just cable storage. You know, iPhone cables, USB Type-C cables, little adapters. You know how it is. These glasses that look like Matt Murdock's, but they're not. But they're super dope. This AirPod case, wireless charger for my phone, my headset. This is my headset. It is the Corsair HS80 wireless headset. Really great headset. I got that maybe this past like September. I think before that. Really great. You just connect to a dongle, and I mean it's on the keyboard, so it's not really in the way. It doesn't take any of those. I can still use those, you know, so it's great. Mic arm. I got the Rode mic arm. I don't know if there's a name for it, but I just have the Rode mic arm. On the top here I have Audio Technica AT2020 XLR. That's how I use this. And I just kind of, you know, have it here, and then when I don't use it, I put it behind the monitor. Another thing I didn't mention, Stream Deck. If you don't know, this controls my scenes, like when I stream, obviously. The first one is my starting soon, ending, be right back, and then when I chat, like it's either this one, which is a full cam, or that one. This is my go live button, my record button. This tells me like my CPU usage, which is helpful obviously when you're streaming, because you want to know how much CPU you're consuming. You know, consoles like Xbox or PlayStation, my main screen, obviously my full cam, and then this is like a zoomed in cam. This has other little scenes. Pretty much in the main scene, I'll set like, I don't know if it'll show you. Yeah, if I want my webcam on like a certain corner of the actual screen itself, right, I could set it like right here or right there or in either corner, and that's how I set it up. That's how I set up for myself. Same thing with that. This is my main screen, and that's my capture card screen. This is my webcam, like a little settings that I turn on, but I don't even use that anymore. And this turns on and off those lights. Which is pretty cool. Just touch of a button. Over here, a few other things I didn't add. a clip, a marker on my stream. Same thing with the scenes, same one. This was a counter for when I was playing Fall Guys. I would press the button and then it would raise the counter, but I lost track of it, so now it's just kind of like whatever. I mean, I could enable it, right? And it might change. Yeah, it changed, but I mean, I haven't used it in like maybe a year. So over here, Go XLR. Main one is my chat. As you can see, I'm talking. That's because my microphone back there could pick it up, right? So I know when it's on and when it's off. This is a bleep button. This is what I press to like mute mute myself from Discord chat. This one is for my audio that comes straight from my consoles. This one is music from my computer, and this one is the main audio coming from the computer. Like if it's my alerts, a YouTube video, you know, or anything, I can mute it. It mutes entirely the whole computer sound. This one just straight from music, or sometimes I set it for chat. So if I want to mute the chat from like the stream, I just do that and they don't hear it. But then I don't hear it either. You know, and if I want to mute myself to the chat, but I want you guys to still hear me on stream, I'll just mute myself to the chat, but this one stays on, you know. That's how it is. And then all these just like mutes everything. But for me, I know that this one's always off when I'm not streaming. When I stream, I turn it on. All these are on, you know. Mute the chat, there you go. Mute the chat, there you go. And then mute the game, mute myself, or mute the desktop audio. So all that works. I think it's complicated, but it's actually pretty simple, you know. After a few months, you get used to all this. Eventually you don't really use this as much. You just do that. You set your volume how you want to set it, and that's typically how you keep it, you know, unless the game is off or whatever. But I always go inside the game and change everything, or I meet my friends, you know, just because I always want to just make sure there's perfect audio going to the stream. These speakers, I have no clue. I just got them at Staples. Just basic desktop speakers, I guess. The monitors, both are from Asus. Yeah, Asus. And I honestly don't know which model. I know this one's 165 hertz. And that one, I think it's only like 100 hertz. I'm not even sure. Again, all the stuff mentioned in this video are gonna be in the description. Or I guess the description that way. Ever since the new YouTube update thing. The chair is a Titan. Yeah, Secret Labs Titan. Sorry, peeling. But I put this white thing on it, right? It's like a little cover. Because when you look at my streams, it's so dark that you can't really tell me from like the background and all that because it's so dark. So I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna buy a little cover for it. Plus, it protects it. So why the hell not? Okay, I didn't show this earlier, but these are some of the games I have that are like, well, physical games, right? Marvel's Avengers, Batman, Quantum Dream. What is this again? Quantum Dream Collection. Oh yeah, Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond the Souls. All good. Tama. The Last of Us, One Piece, Ratchet and Clank, which is actually pretty fun. Sekiro, Back to the Future, a bunch of older games, one of my favorite games. Modern Warfare 3, let's go. You already know. Right here, Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, which I still need to play. Attack on Titan, Batman, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I think. Black Ops 3. Control, Cyberpunk, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Fighters, Far Cry 5. Let me see. I'm looking through the screen, so I think I'm like touching it, but I'm not. Like the one I'm like talking about. What's this? Kingdoms of Amarur. Amalur. I don't know. It's my brother's. Metal Gear, My Hero game, One Punch, Red Dead Redemption 2, great fucking game. Resident Evil, Star Wars Squadron, Wolfenstein, The Shadow War, the Joker movie? Forgot I had this. Great fucking movie. And I think that's what? Is it 5 Georgians? Those are some games I have. Everything else is all like obviously on the PS5 or on the Xbox. I have a 5 terabyte hard drive for both consoles. Cause I just love me some games. And right next to my games, I have a couple Switch games back here as well. They're mostly like what's this, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3? Yeah, PSP, you know, that sort of stuff. It's kind of random stuff. Just thrown. I have an iPad, which I haven't charged in a minute. 100%, yeah, see. Battery pack, little tool thing, Apple Watch, pencil, things like that. We got Pro Controller. This is what I use on Xbox. It is my Cyberpunk 2077 controller, I guess. It's what they released for the game. That's what came with the Xbox Series X. I have a little voice thing. PS4 controller. This one reminds me of Goku. That's what I use for like the longest time because it's all beat up. Regular Xbox, PS4 controller actually, and PS5 controller, and that random PS1 memory card. Those are my consoles right here. These shelves are both from IKEA. As well as the desk. I got it at IKEA. Actually, I got this like from this guy who was selling it locally. So I bought it. It didn't have stickers. I ended up putting all those on. But this shelf is the same one as what I have for my TV and consoles and all that. Little shelf. Or I guess book stand. Nightstand. Couple gaming couches. Headset. It's my brother's headset. I think it's the HS60s by Corsair. Back here, I know this isn't part of a setup, but might as well just show you guys, right? Got a bunch of Funkos. Can't really talk to the light. I'm probably moving a little fast, but a little Prince. Oops, kick something. Little Prince. That's actual vinyl for the soundtrack when you're building the house in Red Dead Redemption 2 in the epilogue, which is pretty fucking cool. Warriors poster, classic movie. Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, dope ass movie. Avengers Endgame, badass movie. And Goodfellas. I know you can't see because of the lighting, but bangers, dude. All of them, badass films. Got this poster from a friend of mine for Christmas one year. They gave me this, which is really cool. Up here is just a bunch of random stuff. Thanos, the Batman. They're on the throne too, the Iron Throne. No Lego. Not Lego actually, I don't know what it is. Rubik's Cube, a Deadpool light, a cactus light, which both work, but I don't have them plugged in. You already know. Right here, these things are like some, I guess, like chains, necklaces. I don't know. I think it was like a necklace with like that logo that they made for the game for Cyberpunk. It's pretty cool. Right there, you got the Cyberpunk statue, which is dope. Right here, just a bunch of random stuff. Falcon. I think that X-Wing is from Poe Dameron. And that is not actually the slave one. I think that is Jango Fett's. This little crystal thing I got at TwitchCon. It was like if you play with like a few little games that they have there with like somebody else, like partner up and all that. You could win that, and well, not really win it. Everybody gets one, so that's what you get. A couple Overwatch figures, BB-8. That is the actual movie on Laserdisc, I think. I don't know. My brother got that, and it just kind of sits here because we don't have anything to play it on. So my phone, which I'm actually recording on right now, this is just to clean. A couple manga, which I 1 through 5, and then the last 3, which don't make sense, but shut up. My little Christmas tree. I put this up before December, I think December, but it's already January like 1st, so I'm not gonna actually I'm gonna take it down. Not today though. This print my friend made, she sent me that and sent me this one as well, which are really cool. I will have her Instagram in the description. These I got at TwitchCon, both signed by Ammunition, one of my favorite streamers. Couple badges right here. This one was San Diego. This one was San Jose. That one was signed too by her. I got this badge in the mail late, but I remember signing up, I guess, to receive it so I can co-stream. I mean, I co-streamed anyways, but I signed up so I could co-stream, and I received it like a week later. Still cool though. It says official 2021 co-streamer for the Game Awards. That's sick. Got some earrings. Got this. Another lanyard. Right here, a little more figures. They just kind of sit above me. There's a card that came with it. I'm missing one. Oop, it's a little dusty. I'm missing one. I think it's Freeze. I think he fell. I don't know where he's at. Anyways, back to here. What I guess here. Underneath that poster is that little Batman figure. Never opened it. It just kind of sits there. Some pins. It's like a pin board. Show some of my favorites. Oh. The Twitch cons, right? Those are cool. Got the Armory, both versions. Have Tim the Tatman's old logo, which is dope, and it's like so unique, and it sucks that he changed it, but I mean, still pretty cool. Force on Dragon Ball. Got Jinx, Cyberpunk stuff. Vegeta, Nappa, Deadpool, California. Can't see it. Blue Eyes, Seru Kaiba, and Edward and Alphonse Elric. A little patch, and all these are patches except for this. This is like a badge because it came with this thing. Ow! It came with that. It's a Nerf gun. It's a McCree Nerf gun. Going down, one of my favorite films. I got this when I saw the movie. As I was walking out of the theater, there was like a little pile of them, and I took one. I just like, oh, I'm taking this. They weren't handing them out. I just literally took it. that I drew, or I guess painted in high school. This cool Star Wars bag, the 501st Legion. Skateboard. I don't skate, but it's there because of the art. My friend gave it to me. Super cool. Little Cyberpunk or a keychain. And I guess right here is all my figures. Well, not all of them, there's more, but I don't have room. So right here, got the Falcon, new Falcon, which is sick. Monica Rambeau from WandaVision. And you got obviously Falcon from Falcon and Winter Soldier, which are both really great shows. That Batman a friend gave me. The Vegeta a friend gave me. And I think after I received both of these, my obsession with collecting all these figures and more came. Because I had these, and obviously, like, maybe I had like 1 or 2 Funkos. But after receiving, like, especially this Vegeta, after receiving the Vegeta, it just changed everything. Like, I just started buying more and more and more, and I want to say it was because of that. These cans are like energy drinks. I haven't opened them, they're just there. Baby Yoda with the little bandana on his head, you already know. Gogeta, Trunks. Got a huge Deku in the back too. Luffy. Alana Pierce. This was a pre-order, and I think it was like just exclusive, or maybe like, I don't know. You just practically had to buy it like then and there. I don't think they sell anymore. Tanjiro, Levi, Goku, 4-star Dragon Ball that lights up if I touch it. Whatever that is. Gohan, Tim the Tap Man, Endeavor, and then that was my favorite one. This one right here. The Bardock and Goku. Father, son, Kamehameha. Oh, that's so dope. I love that so much. Down here, Deadpool head, which actually moves. I'll show you right now. And then this little boar hat, right? Inosuke's hat, which I found, I would think, a Hot Topic, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it, and it sits on his head now. Got this. It's a piggy bank. I don't have anything in it. Too poor. No plushes, more figures, random stuff. Tripod, which I don't use. There's a box that came with it. Right? There's a box. This little cauldron my friend made. The one who made the prints, actually. She made that as well. Right here is like my favorite thing of the whole setup. No. It is this. I made this on stream, which is so dope. Nice. Yeah, I made this on stream. It took me maybe like 4 hours, actually. And I still have the box. I still have the box that came with it. Yeah. That's a cool little stream, actually. I had fun. Is that? Down there, some books. You know, Marvel, Cyberpunk, The Witcher, Watchmen, Mouse. I think that's Snoop Dogg's cookbook right there. Super hard to read. Some are mine, some are my brother's. Dr. Disrespect, you already know. JoJo. Oh, and I have manga up here, like I said, but they're all out of order. I need to find room for it. That's that. A couple plush pillows. Captain America. And Twitch. That light is what I use to light up the back of my streams. So if you ever see my streams, you see a bunch of purple. That's what it is. That lights everything. And that thing was maybe like $10 on Amazon. So if you need lighting for your setup, highly recommend. It's called the Isla thing. Yeah. And then right here is a Tanjiro sword. It's a rep. It's not like sharp or anything, but I mean, you could probably stab something with it. Like a box or something, you know. Pokemon cards, Nimbus Cloud. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I mean, it's a little dusty. Oh, I got these lights too recently. They're actually like touch, and it has like Velcro, but it's like super weak, so I need to fix it. So it's like color changing. And then if you press it again, it holds the color, you know? Or you can just turn it off. And one touch does that, which is pretty cool because it shows everything. So I don't always turn it on for stream, but sometimes I do. Okay, so I just turned this dude on. This is what he sounds like. Hey, Deadpool.
What the Onomatopoeia!
See how it looks like without this thing on.
Hate to break it to you, nerd lord, but I'm just a toy. I have no idea what you're saying. Or do I? Holy blob fart, Freddy! Chimichangas!
You get the idea. That's what he sounds like. Hey, Deadpool.
You're straight. I totally high-five you, but, you know, no hands.
And then down here, I have a few like prints and stuff. Like for example, oh, they're so dusty. For example, this one for Nathan made. It's John Stewart, Miles Morales. He did these all for like BLM and all that. So these are super dope. And where I want to put these above the TV right here, right? Like on a shelf. And then put the prints like on frames, obviously, and then just have them like up there. And these are the types that I want. I'm gonna get more of these shelves. They're from IKEA. I forgot the name, but I'll list it down below as well. It's big enough to hold the Funkos, and it has a little groove so I could put an actual picture frame on it. So it's perfect. And if I get one of these for the prints my friend made, I could put those, and as well as other Funkos that I might eventually collect in the future. You know what I mean? He also made this one for me. Super dope Batman vs. Deathstroke. And I need to find a frame for this because I really, really want to hang this one up. This bag, it's like a sling bag. It holds like my camera stuff. Let me see, I'll show you. Well, some camera stuff. I have an actual camera that I was using or I guess that I was gonna use for live streaming, but I didn't. I just went with the webcam because it was just easier. Just a plug. Here's my camera, my GoPro. It's not charged, that's why I'm not using it. But I mean, the iPhone 13 has a great camera. 13 Pro Max. Little light. And that's it. Little dock for the batteries. There's batteries in there somewhere. So yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, it's a little Rebel Scum bag. Pretty cool. Got it from Heroes and Villains. So, well, that's it. That was the setup video. If you guys have any questions about anything, you know, go ahead and comment, you know, your questions if you guys have any. Like the video if you guys liked it. You know, I'll make more. This was something that I promised like a lot of people, because everyone was wondering, yo, what setup do you have? What do you use? What do you like, what parts do you use for your stream? Which equipment you have, you know, all that stuff, you know. And I'm finally answering that question. A lot of people have that those questions, and even though I do have it like displayed on my stream, it's just easier to see, right? But if you guys are wondering how I use it, just let me know. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. You know what's funny? The whole time I was recording with this, there's a phone mount that's connected to a wall mount. Completely forgot I had this thing in my bag. All I had to do was remove that and attach this one, and there you go. That's funny.